Davante Adams wants a trade. Davante Adams wants out of Las Vegas. And the thing that bothers me about this whole story is that this was like the worst kept secret all off season, right? We seen that they made changes. We seen that there's new structures in place. They had a quarterback situation where, the guy that they had there is Aiden O'Connell, and then they went ahead and they got Gardner Minshew. He's the starter, right? And that's not a guy that you can literally say he's gonna be the franchise quarterback. He's a bridge quarterback. Aiden O'Connell, bridge quarterback. They don't have the guy yet. So a guy like Davante Adams that you're paying big dollars to is a number one receiver, wants to be on a contender. It was kind of like the ticking time bomb that was going to go off. And it was like, why wait until a few games into the season you guys do this? You could have probably been able to get a trade in the offseason, got him to whatever destination he wanted to go to, and then have a clean slate to go into the season with very minimum expectations. Guys like Max Crosby and Davante, I think they should start entertaining trades for them, trade offers, and see exactly what they can get for these guys. Because if you can be able to replenish the cabinet with these superstar players from the trades that you get from these superstar players, yeah, go ahead and do that. Because at this point, ain't nobody coming to Vegas. So you need to go ahead and draft your next superstars, and then you can be able to build outward. Interesting that a lot of people are aligning Davante Adams with the New York Jets just automatically, right? Because Aaron Rodgers is there. That's his man from Green Bay. Is he on his way to the Jets? Possible. But what I'm also hearing, to see the report saying that he has an expanded list. It's not just New York. It's Pittsburgh. It's the Saints. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Cleveland Browns. There's a lot of teams on this list, and there's a lot of teams out there that need a wide receiver. So we're going to see who actually finishes with this actual trade, like who actually bites the bullet and gets this done, because it's going to take maybe a second or third or fourth, any type of combination there. Or it'll be a third in the future or a fourth in the future, or whatever it is. It's going to take something high like that. You're not going to get a Davante Adams for a 6th or 7th round pick. So is Jerry Jones willing to be able to pony up the bread? Because the Cowboys do have cap space. The Jets have cap space. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers do as well. So there's some teams out there that have the flexibility and the wiggle room to be able to make this trade and make a splash. So who is going to go ahead and take the plunge? If I had my best guess, gun to my head, I would say the Jets make the most sense. Aaron Rodgers is there. They need a number one guy. They have Garrett Wilson, who's really, really good. But having a Garrett Wilson paired with a Davante Adams just makes the offense a lot better, a lot easier. You have more weapons now. You have Breece Hall. You have Allen. You have all of these guys that could be able to do different things. Now your offense looks better, and your stupid-ass head coach and your dumb-ass OC looks better as well, because you have guys that are literally idiot-proof, right? If you have Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, those guys are idiot-proof. They can be able to succeed under any regime, any offense, because they're that good. They'll be able to implement their playing style. They'll imprint their type of play onto the offense and go from there. So if the Jets, they better make this deal, because they screwed up with the whole Hassan Reddick thing. Right, they traded for him. He still hasn't played a game for them yet. Hasn't showed up to camp. Hasn't done anything. Right. So you're literally, they didn't give up anything, but you have a player that's not happy. He wants a contract. You need to go ahead and make a splash, because the team is very, very lackadaisical coming off that Denver loss. The offense looks bad. If your offense is looking that poorly, and you have an option to get a guy like Davante Adams, you take Davante Adams. You really do. You just go ahead and plunge. If you have Aaron Rodgers, you're literally not thinking about the future anyway. You're thinking about the present. You're thinking about trying to compete now within the next year or two. So if you get Davante Adams for the next year or two, then that's exactly what the window is. So go ahead and capitalize and do whatever you have to do to make sure that you're available and you are in that window of contention. So yeah, gun to my head, Jets have to make this move. If I'm going to put a dark horse team, of course I'm going to put the Cowboys there. Of course. Yes. Dallas. They need it. Outside of CeeDee Lamb, they have no one to throw the football to. Brandon Cooks, whether it's the offensive scheme or he's just cooked himself, right? Brandon Cooks cooked. I don't know. He doesn't look productive. Tolbert, trash, right? Outside of Ferguson, there's nobody else. We got no running game. So if you're not going to run the ball, at least be able to pass the ball. Throw it all over the field. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, they are in desperate need of another weapon. So, yeah, I would say dark horse would definitely be the Dallas Cowboys. Another team that would probably make the splash just to do it, I would say the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints will go ahead and do something like that as well, because a possession receiver like Davante Adams, you can be able to put him with a Chris Olave. Then you have a Rashid Shaheed to be able to go over the top with the speed. Yeah, now you have a three-headed monster that the defenses really don't know where to be able to defend you and how to defend you, whether they're going man, you don't want to do that. You want to go zone, you don't want to do that either. So, there's a lot of different things that a trio like that can be able to pose a lot of problems for a defense. So look for the Saints to be able to be aggressive in that as well. So those are my top three teams to be able to make this deal, because honestly, they got to make it ASAP because Davante wants out immediately. And I'm sure Antonio Pierce wants him out immediately as well, because I think he had liked a post talking about, he needs to get traded or something like that. And it was just like, I don't like that. This is the thing with these new age coaches. You too young. Get your ass on social media. You're not supposed to be on there. Be like Bill Belichick and don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Wear some old ass dirty sweatshirt to every press conference and say, we're on to the next game. That's it. We're on to Cleveland. That's it. Poor Josh, what's his name? Josh Allen got in trouble last week talking about, yeah, we got some good receivers over here. We had some good receivers before too. Don't say that. Because then you're going to allow somebody to be able to speculate. When you like a post like that, you don't think that they're going to ask you about that? Hey, Antonio Pierce, I saw you like the post about, Davante Adams getting traded. What's that about? Stop creating stories for your team when you're in that type of position. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Davante Adams, he got to go. And you need to come right to Dallas. That's all I'm saying.